This is Rock Leach with Social Fire. Okay, in this video, I'm going to put it all out there. I'm going to give you the behind the scenes with Social Fire and how we grew from, just doing it the best we could. I'm going to show you personally how I grew. It's a lot, y'all, but I'm going to give you 3 videos here, and you don't want to miss this because we're going to get into some details that you don't normally see. But this is to help those who are over 40 or over 50 who think that YouTube may be too much for them. Listen, I'm going to encourage you because I'm going to tell you my entire story. You don't want to miss this video. All right. Just taking a look at some of the things that are going on. We think we're grateful. We're right at 30,000 subscribers now within YouTube, and we're grateful for that. We're right at 6 million views on our channel across the board. That's a little over a year where we've taken it serious, and that's from being monetized to now. It's just been a little over a year. We hadn't been monetized that long, but when we got monetized, we really dove in, took some strategies, did some things, put some things in place, created a format for ourselves. And I'm going to make sure that I give you all that format. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and give it to you now. Are you over 40 and ready to share your faith through content creation? Now is the time. I hit 5 million views last year using my video content script template, and I want to give it to you for free. It's valued at $2,000 because of its potential, but this season is about purpose, not profit. I believe in giving value, so this game-changing tool is yours at no cost. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code to get started. Let's take your content to the next level. Let's go. Now, remember that link will be in the description for that video script, that video content script, and you can use that. That's something that we've used. I've tailored it. I've done different things, but basically, it's been the same the entire time, and it led to us getting over 5 million views on our channel. And regardless of what anybody tells you, it's not about the subscribers that you have that AdSense looks at. It looks at how many views you have, and that's what gets you paid. And so, I want to talk about this right here. Which is my YouTube journey. I'll never forget, and I'm going to give you the word that was given by God for me that launched us into Social Fire. Now, years before, my wife did have a dream. God gave her a dream that I simply did not understand, and normally God will give me help me to decode dreams, and that's just been a gift. But in this moment, I, I wasn't able to get it, and it's because God wanted to challenge me. Sometimes God will allow that a situation for Him to provide revelation, and this is what He did with my wife. She didn't understand it. She gave it to me. We prayed about it, and still did not understand. And it was about ministry. Now, I'm not going to get completely into the dream, but it was about doing ministry different and how God was going to transition the both of us in ministry. I've been a pastor for close to 30 years, preaching for close to 30 years, been a pastor close to 30 years. And then we've pastored several churches, been a senior pastor at several different churches and several different denominations. I it's safe to say that I know how to pastor. Now, the thing is that we got into this space here, and it was not easy for me. It was not. I'm a speaker. I talk to people. It's what I've always done. I've been a very good communicator until it came time to do YouTube. And so we did start a YouTube channel, but I, like many of you, started a YouTube channel and only used it just so I could have an account on YouTube to look at everybody else's stuff. I really hadn't put any content on there. And Social Fire started out the same way. But what happened is that I did a video, one video that we're going to take a close look at in just a minute. But I want to share with you this. I want to say that it was a prophecy. It was a prophetic word that came to me. One day I was at work and we were working at home. You know, everybody did that transition to start working at home. And I was no different. I was working at home, and although the job, I'm not getting into the pay, or it was basically a customer service job, even though they make it sound so much wonderful. I don't know what it is with the world. They'll make a job sound amazing, and it's just basically customer service. That's all it is. And so, and really, before we're in any other kind of businesses, we're in customer service first in any business. I was going through my spiel, and this was talking on the phone. I had the headset on and just greeting the customer. She came in and she said, I gave my whole spiel and different things like that. And ma'am, How can I help you today? And she said, oh, no, 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 no. She said, why are you working at this job? Now, this is what this lady said, and I'm going to show you how God works. This is what this woman said, and I'm just going through my normal routine, thinking that I'm finna respond to a call back and forth like we normally do. But God had intervened in this moment to give me directions that eventually was ended up being social fire. She said, why are you working at this job? I said, ma'am, I'm sorry, excuse me. She said, why are you working at this job? And if she's out there listening to this, you know who you are. I thank God that you obeyed God, because it definitely changed my wife and I. And I said, well, ma'am, I work the job. I want to help people. She said, no, 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 no. Why are you working at this job with that voice? I said, ma'am, I'm working at the job with this voice because I've got to pay my bills. And she was like, young man, you're out here trying to pay bills with a check, and your inheritance is in your mouth. Now I'm lost. This woman then hit me. It was a gut punch, and I knew at that moment, okay, God, you speaking. You speaking. Okay. She said, I want you to hear me. You out here waiting on a check, and your inheritance is in your mouth. She said, you're an eagle. And I've told this story before. She said, you're an eagle hanging with chickens. And I was like, wow, wow. Now I'm listening now. I'm quiet because the Holy Ghost is moving, and I'm emotional because this woman then gave me a gut punch. She hit me in my spirit. I don't know if any of you all have ever experienced that, where you get a Holy Ghost gut punch. You know, you trying to be all professional and stuff like that, but the Holy Ghost come and hit you right in your gut, and it hits you right at what you really need to hear. That's what God does. And she said, you're a eagle hanging with chickens. She said, your view is not supposed to be the same as everybody else. You're supposed to be able to see it differently. But you started hanging with chickens, and you're not designed to. God didn't design you to be with chickens. Now I'm listening to her. I'm trying to respond with yes, ma'am. And I'm listening to her because I'm trying to respond with work, fighting between what I should do and what I should do. For those of you that's spiritual, y'all understand, because I know they record these phone calls, and I don't know at the moment. Didn't want to get fired, but I should have quit that very day after hearing God's word. Just gonna be real with y'all. And she said, "I'm trying to respond, but I'm emotional. All I could say is yes. That's all I can say is yes, because I'm emotional. My voice is clearly." And she was like, listen to me. She said, your inheritance is in your mouth. God didn't design you to be with chickens. She said, and that's all. I don't even know why I called in. She said, but you don't have to say nothing else. Have a great day. Goodbye. And she hung up. And I automatically, now those of you that with computers and working with at home and stuff, I went into what they call aux, because I needed to go on a break or something like that. I went on break and shared that with my wife, and we both were just like, God, come on. Wow. Wow. Because what happened at that moment interpreted God's dream that he had given to my wife. And it became social fire. Didn't understand it. God brought the peace at the time. And and then made it to where I could stop and focus on doing social fire. And so we knew we knew that a part of it was YouTube. And so I started doing YouTube, started sitting there, just going to do YouTube. And I'm going to show you a few of the videos that I did when I started, because I want to encourage somebody who's uh, over 40. Now, I'm going to tell you this before I even get into this. YouTube has been an absolute blessing to me and my family. It have been an absolute blessing. I'm not even going to get into all the other ways that it have been a financial blessing. I want you to hear me. I want you to please hear this. I hadn't had to rob nobody, hadn't had to do no gimmicks, didn't have to do none of that. Just came and was rock leech every day. That's all it was. That's all it was. Just sometimes I would put the books on the in the descriptions and stuff like that. And here recently we just stopped doing it. But God would lead people over there to the website to buy the books, and I wasn't even promoting them. God just was doing stuff. Y'all, I'm telling you, when you're really doing what God wants you to do, you don't have to do no gimmicks and all that kind of stuff. And so this is the message for the people who are over 40. I was like, God, this whole YouTube thing, I think that I may not be tech savvy enough to do this YouTube thing. I want y'all to stay with me because I'm gonna give you some behind the scenes things. And so This was my first video, and I want to give you this right here. Since I've started, because I'm gonna give you this right here. My wife and I, through AdSense, I'm just going to talk about AdSense just for a moment. Through AdSense, what YouTube is giving us, we've been able to travel around the world. I'm going to explain to you how. Because when we were doing YouTube, y'all, and the first AdSense check that came in to our account, we both didn't know what it was because it was such a large amount. I thought it was some kind of scam. I'm just being honest with you, because they have these scams where you can they'll send somebody with still a credit card, send this whole amount to you, and then say they sent you too much. Can you send some of it back? And yeah, that's a scam. And I thought when I saw it, like, oh, somebody done tried to. You send that to my account doing that. It's just gonna sit there. I'm just gonna tell you, because at the end of the day, when the authorities get involved and they figure it all out, it's gonna hit your account. You're gonna have to pay that back. And it's a scam. And so I saw it and was thinking, honestly, my first thought was that, because it was such a large amount. Thinking, excuse me, with YouTube, it would be maybe a couple of $100, maybe $300 we get from that. Wasn't expecting much. But this was more than it was more than that when I first got monetized. And it's so when we looked at it and figured out what it was, of course it was Google AdSense. And I'm glad it wasn't a scam, but it was Google. Then we were like, I said, well, baby, I think I need to take this YouTube thing serious. I think I need to really take it serious. But when I say this was extra money, this was extra money. I believe in two checks. I believe in a check for my bills and a check for my thrills. But this became extra money, and we use it to travel with. To this day, I still use this just to we look. My wife loves looking at trips and stuff like that, and we just figure out where we want to go. We've been, and this is not boasting. This is sharing with those of you who are like me, who are over 40. I'm turning 50 this year in May, and it's just a little extra to help you. That little extra for you may be 2,000, because you can easily, I'm gonna say that again. You can easily reach $2,000 a month with AdSense and YouTube. I'm telling you, you can. That is not even a difficult thing, because social fire, we're way beyond that. Now, looking at this, this was my first video. This was my first video, and before I get there, keep on to forget to tell you, we've been to Rome, we've been to Portugal, we've been everywhere. Oh my God, Marseille, France. We've renewed our vows in Cadiz, Spain. We've done so many different things, and this is with AdSense. This is with AdSense. Now, I don't know who's out there, but you and your spouse, this could be just a little extra money on what you. Now we keep our money allocated for what it's allocated for. We already got savings, we already got emergency funds, and all those kind of things. So this really was extra, and I keep it at exactly that. Well, not, I let the business build the business, but we keep it where it's supposed to be. Now, you do what you want to with your money, but I'm telling you, there is money here by you using your experience. I love talking about God, and that's what I do. I love talking about God, and I just started. And I'm going to show you from this video right here. I just started, wasn't sure what direction to go in, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm giving y'all the behind the scenes, because this is this is my very first video trying to be serious, trying to look like CNN news. This was funny, but I'm gonna play it just so y'all can see what it was. Went and printed, got me a little intro off of Canva, put that bad boy together. I thought I was doing it. Y'all look at this. Look at here. There are some within the Christian faith, predominantly the charismatic Pentecostal churches. Now, I'm going to stop it. We're not going to watch the whole video. I'm just trying to show you some things about growth. Y'all, on this video, I was reading. You can clearly tell that I'm reading. No enthusiasm, got this low tone voice. That's what's going on. And I was making it perfect. I took every out, edited it out. This video here, as simple as it is, took me way too long. Look at all this. Who view and practice, rather, the gift of prophecy as giving personal advice with a "thus said the Lord" presentation. Sadly, those who practice personal prophecy in this manner are Listen, I'm talking about seeking a biblical perspective on personal prophecy. Now, I'm talking about this, but there was so many things that began to bother me with this. I did the video. I was like, it's not perfect, y'all. I started looking at this though. It's not perfect. And that's after I did this video, I didn't make a video, y'all, for about another 6 months. I'm being honest. Going, wanting to be other folk. I'm gonna tell you all this because some of y'all do the same thing I did. You put a video out there, then you go back like that's not good. And you do yourself. You get in what we call paralysis analysis. I'm sorry, analysis paralysis. Rather, that's what I'm gonna say. You're paralyzed because you overlooking it. I'm gonna show y'all some things. It's gonna get funnier. This is gonna get real funny because this video, I got the music behind it, the chill music.
Clear revelation from God. Romans 12, 6 through 8, 1 Corinthians 12, 4.
And I'm reading it. I won't even blink. Y'all look at me not blinking. Now, I'm saying that because I've gotten a lot better. Sometimes we put notes up here, different things like that. But I'm very good now at you can't really just tell when I'm using different things like that. But here you could because I was new. Rob, what are you saying for this video? I'm using this video to tell you over 40, over 50 that want to do YouTube, give yourself a chance. Quit being so hard on yourself. Sometime when I post videos, well, especially then, I have to hold my breath and just put submit and then walk away from it. Because if I go back, I line to take the video down because I'm so worried about what people may say. It's people out here want your authentic self. They want you as natural as you can possibly be. Go ahead and be the eagle and quit worrying about what the chickens are saying. I know that. Yeah, that's good. All right, so I'm gonna go to the next one right here. I did this. You all was concerned with so much stuff on this video. Of course, the background right there is one I bought off of Amazon. Bought that background right there. I was concerned then, like my edge up, this, that, got a gray hair on my right side of my beard and left. Y'all, I was over analyzing so much in this video. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy about how much I was over analyzing this video. Let's go to the next thing right here. I want to go to this next one right here because I'm going to show you how we grew. All right. Now, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because you have to start from somewhere. Start messy, but get started. Start messy, but get started. All right. So this is when you got into, somebody sent me a video, and this is where we began to shift and talk about things between faith and culture. I still didn't know. I was just trying to find subjects, just talk on them. But this was the first time at my wife's suggestion. She was like, Rock, why don't you just grab a video somebody sent to you and just respond outright with no, don't look at it first, just respond. And that's when I came to this video right here where I was responding to the Dr. Juanita Bynum video that she did. And I'm going to show you how we grew a little bit. And look at it, just showing you the intro.
In this video, we're going to talk about Juanita Bynum may be all about the Benjamins.
Now, I'm sharing this with you because you notice how the intro, the other one we had, that thing was putting before. Now I'm kind of getting into the social fire. We have a logo now. We're pushing it and put that out there, right? Hair, y'all, I could go through so much with hair and all this stuff. Let me tell you this. Y'all can see my cursor right there. I was bothered with this video because I almost didn't do it because that door was open. Look at how listen. Do y'all hear me how extra I am? I was going to take this video down because that door was open. That door shouldn't have been open, And something else is that this light over here, bulb was going bad, so it kept flickering on and off. And I was going to take the video down because of that. See, this is the kind of stuff we do. We do to ourselves. We become paralyzed by analysis paralysis. That's what it is. And so I'm going to go even further and just kind of show you what we were doing here.
Here that was given to me. Let's go.
He said 21.
Something else. I don't know if you all can see the cursor there. I was going to take this video down as well because that wasn't synced up right there. Just doing too much, y'all. Just doing way too much.
People in this building, come now wherever you.
Here's where I get into the problem.
I'm just
now.
Into
I understand making an appeal. Give me your money.
Now, I'm going to tell you this because I don't want to get into the content of the video. I just want to bring you to this right here, which is all of us have to grow. This was me growing. I have another video to show you. This was me growing before everybody. I started reacting to things that were going on. And at this moment, this video was pretty popular because Juanita Bynum went and basically bullied the church, manipulated them. I mean, scripturally doing things wrong. And then this got me into some other things. And I'm going to tell you something else. I'm going to go back to that video just for a second. It was comments. I don't know if y'all can see those comments. Yeah, we'll go down here. Comments down here at the bottom where people was telling me to stop pausing the video so much. You know, people don't care about you getting a copyright strike. They just want you to do what they want you to do. And I started almost listening to them and started realizing them folk don't care about, listen, if you're a content creator, look at the comments, appreciate the comments, but don't you let them comments get you in trouble. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. Don't do it. All right, let me just go ahead and go to the next video right here and show you this one. See if it'll let me just jump right on over here. Now, I'm showing you this video right here because this is when I had so much of a problem doing videos on screen. I had a big problem doing videos on screen, and I was running into a problem with StreamYard because in order for StreamYard to work good like it's supposed to, you really need to be plugged in. You need to have an Ethernet cord plugged in, and I was doing a lot of wireless things. And so I got tired of the videos glitching. You know, you be doing a video and the sound might be going fine, but the video is, cutting in and out. And that was happening a lot for me with StreamYard, but it was really a blessing in disguise because I had to switch up and do things differently. Now, when I say switch up and do things differently, I had to go, and I'm going to show you this video because it's one of the first ones I did like that. I had to go to exclusively using my phone only. Y'all, I was using my phone only my phone, meaning I came off of the showing my face. I wasn't showing my face because I had a problem, haircuts and all that kind of stuff, shaving my beard. I wanted to be too perfect and stuff like that. And I knew that this was something that I needed to do, which is YouTube, but I needed to kill the distractions. I want to remind everybody while you're doing this, people over 40, over 50, get rid of those distractions. You can do YouTube, take all that perfection out of it. And that's what I did. So I made it about me talking. I was literally sitting there, and I'm going to let y'all hear it. I was literally saying, this is Rock Leach with Social Fire. I was making a video, recording it as a video, but I was only going to keep the audio. So I was just holding my phone up like this saying, this is Rock Leach with Social Fire. And this is Pastor Mark Driscoll rebuked church having a male stripper. And I was just talking. This is what I would do. And then I would go and edit the sound and put it on the video. And y'all, I'm going to show you more of that at another time because some things that we're setting up with Social Fire. But I want you all to show how I want to show you how it actually came off on YouTube. So let me show you.
This is Rock Leach with Social Fire. Pastor Mark Driscoll is going viral. He's going viral because he was a speaker at the Strongman's Conference in Springfield, Missouri, and he called out the fact that they had a male stripper to start the conference out. He was promptly kicked off the stage. They kicked Mark Driscoll off the stage because of what he said.
Now, I'm doing all of that just talking to my phone. I'm letting the pictures play, but all that sound is coming from me. No microphone, all phone. Found the photos online, lined them all up, the video online, everything, lined it all up and talked with my phone. Anybody can do this. You just need the right format to do it. You just need the right format. And that's what I've been giving you. I got it, giving it away, which is my content creation format for the script. It's all here, and we basically giving it away to you.
Are you over 40 and ready to share your faith through content creation? Now is the time. I hit 5 million views last year using my video content script template, and I want to give it to you for free. It's valued at $2,000 because of its potential, but this season is about purpose, not profit. I believe in giving value, so this game-changing tool is yours at no cost. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code to get started. Let's take your content to the next level. Let's go.
Now, I wanted to make sure that I gave you all that because that is something that we're giving away free right now. Go and take advantage of that. The link is in the description. You could actually scan that QR code, pause that video, and scan the QR code. But you all, this is literally what I'm doing right here. The whole video and everything. Yeah, all of it. Now,
Because it's very
this was a
concerned
mess.
with the brand than you are with people's souls.
Now I'm sitting there with a whole cup of coffee, drinking the coffee and talking to my phone. This is how I was doing Faceless for a long time. And let me share something else with you. When I was doing Faceless, when I was doing the channel as Faceless, this is when we really, really blew up because I was able to put out so much more content without having to worry about the distractions of the background, what I had on and what I didn't have on. I didn't have to worry about those things. I made it all about the content and not about me. And then after time went on, then I came back to Faceless. Came back to Faceful, came back on, put my face back on the screen. I had done Faceless so long, some folk forgot forgot how I looked because our channel became known for Faceless videos. And when I came back, I knew what I needed to make sure was not a distraction. So I needed to make sure the background wasn't a distraction. So we used the same background, got into chroma key, green screen. I knew that I needed to make sure that wardrobe wasn't a problem. So I have a black shirt, basically have several of them hanging up right here. You can't see them, but they're hanging up right here. And I wear those shirts as a uniform when I'm doing it. So a wardrobe won't be a distraction for me. And I make sure that I'm in the same place doing these videos all the time. So I have a place designated, and that makes it so I can put out content all the time. Now, I only brought this up just to share with you because YouTube can be a blessing for you. Here at Social Fire, we have a goal of creating 100. We want to push out 100 Christian YouTube influencers. That's what we want to do. Getting more people, and we're actually setting up mentoring and different things like that. We actually have a beta course that's going to come out. But right now, you can go over there to get us and get that content creation script that is available to you. And I want to make sure you get it. We're going to talk about a lot of things when we get that community together and different things of that nature that are going to help you, propel you. Who couldn't use the extra $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month? And I've just did another video where I can show you that even before you get to AdSense, you can be making money off of YouTube. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You don't have to wait on 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 rather watch hours. You don't have to wait for that. I've gave 8 ways that you could be making money off of YouTube right now without that. And so if you are monetized and you're getting the money, what are the other things that you're doing to maximize that? I want to share those things with you. I want to show you those things because it can be done. It absolutely can be done. And so I've given you a lot today. I've given you a lot. If that's you and you know you'd like to, you're over 40, over 50 and want to go ahead and get this YouTube thing, I want to encourage you. I want to encourage you. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. Go ahead and do it. How do you know that we can do it? Because I have done it and I'm continuing to do it. I'm full time in YouTube doing this all the time. And I'm going to tell you this, I don't have to ask anybody for PTO when I get ready to take off. I think about that woman all the time that tells me that my inheritance was in my mouth and I'm out here waiting on a paycheck. I thank God for it because it's opened so many doors because God used that word to transform my thinking so that I could get out of this ball and chain way of doing work. I could get out of that. Now, we've been successful in business and different things like that. But when I'm doing Social Fire, this is like vacation every day. I could do this all day long because I love talking about Jesus Christ. I love talking about the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. I absolutely love it. Don't get tired of it. And so I want to put that out there because you can do what you want to do. You might be somebody who fixes cars. You might be someone who's had children and know about raising a family. You might be somebody that know about budgeting, but you're a Christian and you love Jesus. You should be on YouTube leveraging that knowledge and that wisdom to help me. Listen, there are millions ready for you. They're ready for you. Millions of people ready for you. When I first started, you could not have told me that I would reach 5 million views in 1 year. You couldn't have told me that because I wouldn't have believed you, but I was still diligent. I was diligent, and I didn't get weary in well doing, but I knew in a due season I would reap if I fainted not. This video was just to show you all the changes that we went through here at Social Fire. Myself personally, with just getting on here and doing the videos. I hope it was able to help you. I want you to jump in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Let's go.